Turn up the music. I'm gonna be all right. All right. Well, as your planetary defense commander, I've always had a belief that I am not the only one on this team, and there are other people out there playing defense for the will and the good of the people. And here, for the first time in all these GFS runs, we see the low being separated from the convection. All right? So that is good news. Maybe it's the atmospheric defense team. Maybe it's prayer warriors. Maybe it's God. Maybe it's both or all three. And so no one knows exactly what is going to happen yet, exactly 10 days from now. Sometimes in these situations, the low can still get its act together right before landfall. So you're looking at the possibility of a tropical storm or a Category 1 hurricane, which I think Floridians laugh at Category 1 hurricanes. And I, too, one day now have the wild urge to be in a Category 1 hurricane in Florida. Anyway, we're definitely going to have to pay attention to this, seeing as it is only 240 days out, and Mayday May has been wild and crazy. But yeah, it's kind of like when Alex Jones is like, oh my God, I saw a helicopter in the sky. It is tracking me, and it is evil and bad. Or there are people out there who are like, they're manipulating the weather, and they're throwing Category 5 hurricanes at us every day. I am like, well, when I see a helicopter, I am grateful. I feel like I'm being watched for good. And I do believe that sometimes, yeah, they may manipulate the weather, but signs would show after 2017, if they did, it would be for our defense. In my opinion, everybody's allowed to their own opinions. I'm your planetary defense commander, and we are tracking hurricane season as best we can, as this will be my 10th hurricane season at THORnews. And so I'm just doing what I can to give you guys the best information possible. And no matter what, this is all a sign to say, hey, get ready, because hurricane season will be officially kicking off in 2 weeks. But yeah, I mean, even with those theories, the hurricanes can form right before landfall, so it's definitely something to watch out for. Another thing to watch out for, severe weather today. You got this enhanced zone up to the northeast, and then they added a little yellow blob into Texas, New Mexico, and Oklahoma, and which means we probably have wildfire danger to watch out for, I would guess. Spaghetti models, bump, bump, bump. Yep, we're over here at Mike's weather page, where he's got a lot of excellent information, and I was correct, but I knew ahead of time. I cheated. Yep, fire weather danger. So this area's, got quite a bit. And then there's vampire fog. And then on Tuesday, you got more severe weather to watch out for in these multiple state areas. Wait, I'm sorry. I think we get Tuesday off, and then Wednesday would be that area I just showed you, and then here comes Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All right, so that is 5 of the next 6 days we are watching out for severe weather, as this is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And it definitely looks like Friday is going to be a big storm. So yeah, it's going to be a wild weather and a crazy second half of Mayday May. And let me take this time out real quick to just say, oh my gosh, super duper absolutely thank you to Risk Licorice, Risk Frisk, and the OG, F or Greg, Ralph, Jesus Loves Gays on Facebook, Michelle, and everybody at Astro Fight Club. I am now only $626 away from making my Mayday May fundraiser goal. And you guys are just absolutely incredible, and I love my job. I give you my all. Got a Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and address if you want to send in a contribution or donation. Thank you. And super duper thank you all. I've got a bit of a blood moon eclipse energy hangover. And so, hey, red skies as Iraq hit by 8th sandstorm in weeks. Pacific Northwest watching out for a more turbulent storm that will swing by from the Pacific in the midweek week and deliver blustering rounds of rainfall. You've already got your first weather watch up for the day, says Alex Wallace. Damaging wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour possible. And remember, giant hail has been a big issue the last few weeks. I mean, giant hail, man. 4-inch hail is really big hail. Let me say that again. 4-inch hail is giant hail that you do not want hitting you in the face, hitting you in the crotch, hitting you in the back, hitting you in the butt, or hitting you in the car, or hitting you in the roof. Hey, the wildfires that look like volcanoes continue. Look at that. That is insane. And this was in the Calf Canyon fire, I do believe, New Mexico. And I'm excited that my editing mojo has come back. If you do want to watch this video from last night, it's entertaining. You never want to get a woman excited and then have her end up being disappointed, but sometimes it happens. Here, Bobby was like, you got me excited, but because I thought it was going to be the Euro on board, but the GFS is either brilliant or just stubborn. We'll know soon enough. But the 00Z0 is showing a low, like, so you got this low here, and the GFS puts the low here, so about the same time period. So there's a lot of reasons to watch the Gulf over the next 10 days. Euro, GFS, Euro, GFS, Euro, GFS. All right. All right, now that we've covered a lot of weather stuff, let me get into some newsy news if you're into that shit. Hey, New York is like, we're probably going to be masking up again because transmission levels are getting high. Tesla continues to drop as Elon continues to talk shit about Twitter and political stuff. But yeah, dude. And remember, a couple months ago, a year ago or so, Tesla bought Bitcoin at $31,600. They bought $16 billion worth. So their investment is like $2,500 per Bitcoin underwater right now. I imagine Elon's a little grumpy. Remember in March of 2020 when Elon Musk was like, hey, y'all, don't worry about the coronavirus. It'll disappear this April. And I was like, hey, y'all, be totally freaked out by the virus because it's going to last for at least 2.5 years and it's going to kill a lot of people. Anywho, it's been like a weird competition since. Although in money sector and I guess kissing women's sector, he's totally kicking my ass. But as Planetary Defense Commander, I'm leading people towards better defense. I think widespread rain and thunderstorm will bring an end to the early summer-like heat that spanned much of Ontario and Quebec over the weekend. All right, so yeah, hey, Canadians, you guys are getting some orange. You know what? My handsome days may be totally behind me, but then I'm just glad I worked on my personality so hard. Mike's weather page, a look at the latest GFS ensembles here on Tropical Tidbits, shows more of an turn upwards than Euro with chance to organize. Timing here this next week, close enough to keep a watch on it, nothing solid yet, as some others still show nothing. Yeah, so I mean, this thing can just vanish and be like a GFS fantasy, but we are now in the time zone of 10 days to landfall if it does hit. So we're going to watch this thing excruciatingly painful. And also, my mom is getting married in less than 3 weeks, and I have to do a bunch of wedding and family stuff. So even if I hit my fundraiser goal this month, anything over would be extra appreciated. Just letting you know. Lisa Abramowitz. India plans to curb the wheat exports, becoming the latest agricultural producer to make such a move as leaders worry about food shortages. Wheat prices have surged about 60% this year. And my buddy Apollo is going to cut my hair today. Really appreciate that. Jim Cantori guidance bring a trough into West late week and moves it across the USA into the weekend. And, you know, the virus is really starting to uptick again. And I don't necessarily want to be out amongst people, but a lot of times you got to do what you got to do. And I'm helping Apollo move a bunch of shit to the dump on Tuesday. You know, so if family or friends call upon me, I'm always there. Though most of the time, for the last 2.5 years, I've pretty much just stayed in my apartment and avoided people at all costs. Yeah, but we got a bunch of more crazy weather coming next week, says Jim Cantori. What the hell is this? Hey, dude, the sun has been doing exciting things. Look at all these sunspots. This was yesterday, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, baby. And you know I like to entertain you. And so what we're about to see here now is a lady getting out of her car to yell at the, I guess, Chick-fil-A drive-thru people about something. I don't know, maybe they forgot one of her Polynesian sauces. And I don't know, this kind of reminds me of the Russian invasion. So the first frame will be like day one of the Russian invasion, where Putin is like, I'm mad. And then she realized, you know, it goes off the rails. But you can see here, she is full on ready to yell at somebody. And then, oops. That is crazy. And I'm an old man, and I've eaten more than my share of fast food, and I've never once ever gotten mad at a fast food, drive-through window employee, even if they, forgot some of my stuff. Usually you can just say, hey, you forgot it, and then they give it to you. Anyway, her car ended up in a ditch. And some would say the Ukraine invasion so far has totally ended up in a ditch. It's been reported that Russia's lost 33% of its entire attacking army. That's got to be really bad for morale. Anyway, pray for peace and peace treaties. I know that sometimes I get messages from Russians that are like, we do not find your humor funny, and we are listening. And I don't mean to be disrespectful, but hey, I would like peace, and I am absolute anti-invasion pretty much anywhere. Anyway, this is an interesting sunspot complex. Oh, what a night. All right, so everybody stay cool. I will be around, get back with you. Although the next 2 days may be wild for me, so I don't know if I'll get 4 videos out today in each, but we'll see. But you guys are awesome, super duper fantastic, great. I really appreciate y'all. Please have a great day, and I will talk to you in the near future. And yeah, of course, we'll be tracking the hurricane situation like crazy. That's what we do here. By we, I mean I. All right, God bless you. Stay cool. God bless everyone.